Good morning. Give me more, give me more, give me more. I tell you what, sometimes I joke and laugh about, it's so awesome to have no job. And if you could not work, wouldn't you? But, to give up my whole life and to just bet on my fiance, and I could do some online job and be a slave to an online job, but it's like, I don't want to do that. If I can find an online job that was part-time and they just needed like a data input or something like that, I would happily do that, so I can not even think about running out of money. But you know what, as of right now, I just don't know. Sometimes in life we're just meant to full-blown surrender, and I thought that I full-blown surrendered and I was like done with that like last year, and then early this year, and then 2 months ago, and then 1 month ago. But you know what, it's like a continuous thing sometimes when you're like, hold on. Oh, you don't know where you're going? Yeah, it's called faith. So as long as you're putting in time and not just like being a total bum, like you're putting in time, adding value to yourself, you just gotta hang on. And you know what, you can be swinging through that rope swing in the jungle and it's like a hurricane and you can't even see because it's pitch black and there's nothing around you, and you're just like, wow. Take that yell and just make it a joyful one, like, wow. It sounds a little different there, but I'm just striving every day to hold on to that rope swing in the middle of the jungle that's pitch black, not knowing where I'm going, but I'm just gonna woo, because you know what, that's what he wants us to do. So not all the time. If you're not in that situation, feel very blessed. Feel very blessed. If you have stability in your life and you can just keep powering forward and just living for just the good, the good in this life, the truth in this life, good heart, leading by example, being a true leader, empowering others, loving others unconditionally. Look, I tell you, I've been challenged in this whole unconditional love thing, and I was like, I'm just gonna get a Love Like Jesus tattoo right here on my forearm, because sometimes it's not real easy to love like Jesus. And I was like, well, that will make it a lot easier to just have, this tattoo right there on my forearms. And then my priest talked me out of that tattoo. Praise Jesus. Just by introducing different perspective, not like, you shall not. Like, he's cool. He doesn't, like, well, I was going to say he doesn't care what I do. And I've always been, I've always said stuff like that before. Like, I don't care, which is definitely not true. Like, I've always cared. My priest definitely cares. But with grace, my priest changed my thought process on the subject. So like, I'm not gonna go get this tattoo. Am I gonna get a ton of temporary tattoos that say love like Jesus? Yeah. Am I gonna maybe write in pen on my arm todos los días, love like Jesus? Yo creo sí. So anyway, we're gonna be challenged, but when we get blessed the most is the result of us having that discipline in our lives, in whatever that is. The areas you need to work on. I know the areas I need to work on, like I was saying the other day, like I'm sweet. And then as I was saying I'm sweet, my friend was like, you have a big heart. I was like, I have a big heart. Maybe I'm not necessarily the little flower in your garden, even though I am, okay? But I want to continuously work on my face whenever people come at me with something that I'm like, did you just like listen to yourself? You know, I want to just not look at people like that. And I just want to sit there in this graceful state and just tell people that message with the state of grace on my face and not be like, that was weird to say. You know, I just want to be more sweet. And so I want to be the best version of myself. And yesterday, I haven't dreamed in like forever. And yesterday I had this like dream nightmare where it was like really beautiful, and I was like joining this new church and with this new group, and like in this city, I don't know. And then there was like an evil, there was like a scary movie or some kind of killer or something, and it was scary. It was like a scary thing, and then someone like found out about it. They caught the guy because he had like all this stuff all in his house. You know, like sometimes killers will do stuff like that, and they're like pride and glory. They have like, you know, remnants from the people they killed or something like in their house, like trophies. Ugh. So sick to even say. I detest those words in the name of Jesus. But yeah, so, and then I was like with this other like character, which was like an evil character, and I was like seducing the other character, like whatever. I don't really remember, but I just remember like whispering in the character's ear. And I say character because it was like not a human, it was like a character. I don't know, like some evil villain looking. And you know, the more I think about it, the more when I say it, I'm like, look at my girl walking over there. You know what? So on that note, do good. With discipline comes courage, and with discipline comes so many more blessings than you're already receiving right now. So you know what? I'm going to keep being disciplined. So, because it feels good. And I'm trying to figure out how to be lit up as much as I was this weekend at that conference. And I'm like, where do I have to go? Who do I have to be with to feel that way? Because I understand why people, you know, people watching me might think I'm crazy. I understand because I was in church my whole life. And I never felt like I did. I have never fallen in love with Jesus the same way that I have like I did this weekend. I mean, yeah, so I'm just trying to figure out how to stay in that state all the time. So, I don't know what my life looks like, or what it's gonna look like, or da 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 da. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep going. And it starts here. So you know what? Even though I'm going to a funeral, and I think they're probably going to have mass there, I was like, you know what? I'm going to get up and go to church, because last night I yelled at my fiance. Sometimes language barriers are hard. So you know what? Yeah. So, go be the best you. And if you mess up, well, just keep going. And just keep fighting again to be the best you. Because you know what we need? Not another hero in this world. We don't need another this or that. You know what our leaders are? The person inside of us that's the best version of ourselves. So that's what we need in this world. So if you're tired of this world and all the in this world, well, you know what? Stand up for something more and be something better. Do more for you and for the world around you. And let's change this world. Let's change it into a more loving world. Ciao.